It's a dangerous business going out your door. Chapter 4. That night, lights were on all over Ponyville, and ponies talked in excited tones. They heard the Twilight Sparkle, the unicorn from Caroline, who had become the librarian, had been in an accident, missing being hurt. Now there was talk of 3 ponies, friends of hers, making some kind of journey. There was even the fantastic rumor they were going to leave Equestria, traveling through the evergreen forest and going over the mountains to the western lands beyond. No pony had gone over the mountains in recent memory, even the old gray mares who barely recalled any stories of such a journey. What was out there, beyond Princess Celestia's protection? Whatever it was certainly dangerous. Those 3 ponies were certainly brave or foolish. The edge of Ponyville, the rolling hills were filled with apple orchards and neat clouds of rows of sweet apple acres. The Apple family's bountiful farm. Normally every pony on the farm would be fast asleep on the night after Plow Pony's day, preparing to rise early to begin the second round of spring planting. This night, however, no pony was sleeping. Even Apple Bloom tossed and turned in her bed. Up in her room in the great farmhouse, Applejack was pacing back and forth, green eyes trailing periodically over the currently empty saddlebags sitting on her bed. Well, she finally said, should definitely pack my rain slicker. Might be a better idea to pack your quilted vest, said Big McIntosh, following his sister's moves with a piece gaze. Bright red stallion pony agreed to help her pack, but since Applejack hadn't done any packing, it felt a bit useless. It'll be cold up in the mountains. That's right, Applejack said. I should at least pack a scarf, maybe some boots too. What about a tarp? Big Mac offered. Something you can set down when it rains so you don't get muddy. That's a good idea too, the pony sighed. She was very nervous. As much as she wanted to help Twilight Sparkle, she was still incredibly daunted at the thought of leaving Ponyville. Even the quest to find the elements of harmony only took her to the evergreen forest. This journey would take her outside of Equestria, far outside, to the distant mountains she could barely see from the balloon. Who knew what sorts of creatures and disasters she might encounter? She couldn't possibly pack everything she would need. She had to bring extra apples, blankets, and rope. Absolutely, she had to bring rope. You know, Big Mac said, not too late to say no, I reckon. I can't! Applejack whirled towards him. Twilight needs me! I'm sure there's somebody who could go. There's plenty of good folk who want to help Twilight Sparkle. You could just stay here and help us with the plan. But, Applejack's voice wavered. She's my friend! I should be the one helping her. Besides, I don't trust this any pony to keep Rarity and Rainbow on course. Some pony's gotta be the one, practical one, or they won't make it to the mountains in time. I just knew it. Big McIntosh gave his sister a long, patient look. But you don't want to go. Applejack threw herself onto the bed and rolled onto her back. No, I don't. I'm scared, Mac. I never wanted to leave Ponyville out of this. I don't like strange places, and I don't like strange folk. I simple wants, no need for a rancher. I just wish I could stay home. Why can't you? Big Mac asked. Applejack looked hopelessly up at the ceiling for a moment. Yes, he could feel herself pulling together, summoning the strength she almost suddenly found to find. A determined look crossed her face. Because I want to help my friend, too. I want that more than I want to stay safe. If helping Twilight means I gotta go far, that's how it's gonna be. So I suppose you really do want to go, as Barrett said. Yeah, I suppose so, said Applejack. I'm just scared. Well, we'll be waiting for you when you get back. So don't worry none about Apple Bloom, Granny Smith, and me, he said. Something fell into the bed next to Applejack. Clearing her head, she saw her saddlebags closed and fully packed. Rolling over and sitting up, she looked at Big McIntosh. Gave her a very slow smile. I reckon you want to double check those. There may be some things you want I didn't think of, and I left some room for victuals. Applejack laughed. I reckon I won't get anywhere without you, Mike. Nope. He walked over to her. Twisting his neck, he reached down and put the brown cowcoat's hat off her head. I'm going to wash this. No sense to start an adventure with a dry hat. You'd best get some sleep. Starting early tomorrow, right? Yeet, first lie down, his sister remarked. Good night, AJ, he said. Sweet dreams. Applejack clicked off the lamp by her bed. Good night, Mike. He left the room. She began to turn down the covers of her bed. High above Ponyville, a veritable mansion floated in the sky. It was made of fluffy white clouds, and it glistened silver in the pale light of the moon. Rivers of rainbow sprang from a fountain at one side, running down and off into space. Within the spacious rooms of said clubhouse, on the second floor of the western wing, Rainbow Dash tossed and turned in her bed. She wrapped herself in her cloud blankets, turned her cloud pillows over and over again. The Rainbow Mane Pixies had no need to pack. Part of the magic of her kind is she could tolerate a broad range of temperatures, from warm to freezing cold, so she had no need of clothes, and she could eat just about any leaf or grass without bother, so she had no need of provisions. She should have really been able to go right to sleep. This was particularly the case because Rainbow Dash was not a pony given to such self-doubt. Indeed, it was not self-doubt that was keeping her awake at present, while her tossing and turning was doubt of the others. That is, her troubling cast as companions for tomorrow. It was bad enough when Applejack wanted to come, she thought. Now Rary's coming! That pressing filly probably's never run in her life. Dash didn't like waiting. She didn't like depending on others. Except for the rare moments, she was always confident that if everything was left in her hooves, it would get done. She could say today. She could win the race. She could clear the sky at 10 seconds flat. She didn't need anybody else. Her friends were important to her, but she didn't need them to do her job for her. I should have just gotten some other Pegasuses and gone. We'd be gone in 2 days. Now her image is keen to her mind response. She could picture Twilight thanking all her friends. Fluttershy agreeing to take care of the stricken lavender unicorn. Piggy Pie trying to cheer poor Twilight up. Applejack summoning her courage to face the unknown. Rarity desperate to save her friend who she believed she had injured. Dash sighed. Perhaps it was true she could have done the job fastest. But the other 4 ponies were also Twilight's friends. They were her friends too. She could understand the desire to be a part of curing her. She had feeding Ulysses and knew the others did as well. Rainbow Dash rolled over to her belly. In all honesty, what she really hated was waiting. She was the most impatient pony, proud of that fact. As fast as she was, the idea of waiting for anything was abhorrent to her. Waiting and holding back so that if the weakless pony she could be traveling with could keep up with her was going to be very hard. There's no backing out of it now, she thought. Unless. Dash threw out the cloud covers, flapping her wings to hover. She drifted slowly to the window of her bedroom, and threw out the cloud curtain. The night sky was clear outside. Millions of stars twinkling before her eyes that couldn't have been lower at visible altitudes. The moon was full that night, shining like a great silver bowl hung in the sky. From this altitude, Dash could see past the Dragon Bridge Mountains, not all the way to the Arcback Mountains. There wasn't enough light, but she knew they were out there. I could start now, she thought. I'm not even tired. It was as she had said from the beginning. Tough space, so you could make it to the Arcback Mountains in 1 full day. Even if she needed to rest when she got there. Even without Spike's stupid teleporting fire, she could still be back at Ponyville with the Ben and Violet in 3 days' time. Twilight would be cured. Friends would be safe. And there would be no waiting. All she wanted to do was fly. The thing was the best in the world. Test her body. Wings twitching. Blood began to pump. It's dangerous! She could actually hear Applejack's voice in her head. She snored. Since when did danger bother her? You have no idea what you're looking for! Now Twilight was chasing her. She didn't mind, though. She was usually lucky. Okay, she was lucky some of the time. Most of the time. She figured it out. But I wanted to help, Rarity said gently in her head. Rainbow Dash lowered her wings. Darn it! She thought. I just can't do that to the others. And you think she had abandoned them when they needed her the most. And even as she came back with the Venom Violet, they may not be able to forgive her easily. Dash didn't like her friends to be angry at her, and even she had noticed how much Rarity had been bothered by Twilight's predicament. Dash had made enough mistakes in her life to know how powerful the Earth to set things right could be, how awful it was for that Earth to be denied. So for Rarity's sake, she had to let the white unicorn come. And she let Rarity come, her slow, graceful gallop, still ways she could justify leaving Applejack behind, when the orange surf pony was a faster runner. Sighing, Jess pulled down the cloud curtain and returned to her bed, throwing the covers back over her body in frustration. She was a big salty at heart. This is a bleeding heart filly. Everybody should be grateful she was so nice. But they can't make it to the Arkback Mountain in 13 days of going on alone. I mean it, she thought. That not even only 13 days. Oh, this is like 12, or maybe 10, or maybe. Thoughts blurred to nothingness as tiredness finally came over her. Rose-colored eyes were hidden behind blue eyelids. Faces drifted out to sleep. Below, in Ponyville proper, the lights were on above Carousel Boutique. In the bedroom on the second floor, the beautiful Rococo establishment, item after item of clothing floated through the air, held aloft by telekinetic magic that all unicorns possess. Rarity was having a difficult time packing, as she knew she would. She actually left the Plow Pony Festival early to get started, but now, late into the night, her white velvet saddlebags were only half full. She was currently trying to decide between two coats, fully aware of how cold it could get in the mountains. Oh, this one has such a lovely color. Goes perfectly with my mane. She said to the other one forward. But this one would be thicker and warmer. Oh, I just can't decide. She touched her eyes, and began to cycle through the coats and round and around. Round and around and around and around. Yeah! She opened her eyes and stopped spinning. The heavier coat floated to her. Just one of these, she said. She folded the first coat back to the closet, and used her magic to carefully fold the second coat as neatly as she could. Then, with a finer focusing of her magic, she sucked all the air from it, compressing it until it was much, much flatter. She was doing this to her whole traveling wardrobe, which is allowing her to pack her far more clothes than to be able to fit her saddlebags otherwise. Used her magic to place the neatly folded coat inside one of the saddlebags. I should certainly bring at least one sweater, probably two. She put her hoof against the jaw. Let's just split the difference. I'll bring one cashmere and one alpaca. She sighed. But which cashmere? To underscore her dilemma, Verity used her horn to open one of the chest drawers near her bed. From it, she magically withdrew no less than 12 cashmere sweaters in a rainbow of colors, from aquamarine to sunflower to hot pink. They floated in the air easily with Verity's own sweet uncertainty. Am I? Dwight Unicorn exclaimed, leaning back at the soft voice that had filled the silence behind her. Sweaters fell to the floor. Randy made herself calm down. The voice was quite familiar. Sleepy Dad, she said gently, turning around. What are you doing awake? It's far too late. Verity's younger sister was dressed in a baby pink nightgown. All Verity's are designed naturally, and blinked gently in the bright firefly light. Her clearly pink and lavender mane mussed from what clearly had been tossing and turning on her pillow. I can hear you talking. Oh, said Rarity. I'm terribly sorry. I'm just having trouble talking. You know me, dearest. I have so much to choose from, and I actually hate to choose. But I am sorry for waking you, Sweetie Belle. I'll try to be more quiet. Please go back to bed. Sweetie Belle remained where she stood. You'll be able to help Miss Twilight Sparkle? Rarity felt her heart crack a little. I believe so. Mr. Claus seems certain that the flowers we'll be looking for can kill her in an instant. But when you don't find it, everybody said Miss Twilight always believes it. Something bad will happen. She didn't say what would happen. I need to stop believing in demonstration discussion, Rarity thought. Now, Sweetie Belle, come on. Rarity gave her a smile. Am I not the lady and mistress of color, pattern, and style? She used her magic to wrap a shawl around her shoulders. Do I not know that all Fawcett could purvey about distinctive and daring imagery? His brow left from the unicorn. You see your eyes, sis? Then you no need to worry, her older sister said. She tried over to Sweetie Belle and gave her a gentle kiss on the forehead. With me along, we'll find it, but we'll find it easily. We can use Spike's fire to send it right back to the Twilight, and she'll pray and be better. You sure? I'm sure. Can you promise? Sweetie Belle gave Verity one last look. Verity had to pause for a moment, and she nodded solemnly. I tail twist a promise. Sweetie Belle guessed. Verity turned around, presenting her hind claws to her sister. Ready. Oh, ready. Cried the small unicorn, turning around as well. They both backed to each other until Sweet Belle's curly tail was brushing up against Rarity's wrinkled tail. Both ponies twisted their tails, causing one's tail to get tied in the air. Yeah, yes. I hereby promise that I, along with Rainbow and Dash and Applejack, will find the better of fire to kill Twilight Sparkle and get back to her right on time. The heels raced up and down, my hands shaking. This is too adorable! Help! Then they came apart. The two ponies separated. Now, yes, you please go to bed. It's awfully late. Okay, Sweetbelle said. You should probably get to bed too, sis. Everyone said her sister wanted to start early tomorrow. Not to worry. I just got to be packing to do. Said Rarity. She nuzzled Sweetbelle again. Now, I'll just sleep with you. Sweet dreams. Not to worry. I just got a bit of more packing to do. Said Rarity. She nuzzled Sweetbelle again. I'll just sleep with you. Sweet dreams. Sweetbelle tried out the door. She said. She turned around. Love you. I love you too, dearest, Rarity said. She used her magic to shut the door, then turned back to her packing. Well, she thought, I've really committed myself now. She smiled at the child serious of all. There's no backing down from a tail-twisted promise. Her horn shimmered. Scattered sweaters once again rose to the air. I do believe I'm feeling like a hot pink, she said, shifting it away from the others. She put the other 11 sweaters into the back door. Matzy deciphered the excess air on the hot pink sweater. Everyone else placed their saddlebags. Oh! She said, glancing over to where a deep blue sweater lay on the floor. It seems I forgot about you. She about to levitate back to the door when she was struck by the urge to try something else. She locked eyes on the spot where the sweater lay. Tried to think hard on that spot, to focus all her mental energy of being there. Channeled her energy in her magical circuit, horns starting to glow and sparkle. Her fist began to shimmer. Rarity could feel herself losing control. It was going wrong. She quickly broke off the magic, the sparks around her horn fizzling out. It was glowing dim. She had failed. Again. So many failures. Every time they cost some point dearly. Her eyes started singing. She sat where she was and sniffed. I can't do it. I'm just not able to do it. She was a failure. She heard a friend. Oh, Twilight. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Twilight. Twilight. She bowed her head and wept. The coming day looked to be as brilliant as the one that preceded it. Not a cloud in the sky, and the last few stars were slowly disappearing high above Pineville as Princess Luna retired tonight. Rarity was standing at her desk in her study. There was a poster board laid on the desk. She was busy using her magic rayon in large sweeping layers. There came a knock on the door. Just a minute, she called, putting the busy touch on a word. I'm coming! The white unicorn trotted out of the study and entering the space's main phase of her boutique. She smiled when she saw Fluttershy at the door. Good morning, darling. I was just about to be ready here. The very yellow Pegasus tried in. I don't mean to rush you. No, I understand. We've got a lot of ground to cover and 2 weeks to do it. The sooner we get started, the better. I just need to finish this notice. She tried back to her study, picked up the quill with her magic, and resumed writing. By the way, she said over her shoulder, thank you again for agreeing to watch the shop while I'm gone. Oh, it's no trouble at all, Rarity, Fluttershy said. Enjoy so much out, Twilight Sparkle. Why stay safe here in Ponyville? It's the least I could do. Now, Fluttershy, don't say yourself soft, said Rarity. She finished writing, putting an elaborate forest on the Y in the final word. Twilight is going to need you and Pinkie Pie dearly. You said so yourself. What you're doing is just as important as what we'll be doing for her. Take all of us to keep her well. Fluttershy nodded. I suppose so. Rarity replaced the quill on her desk and closed the ink stopper. She raised his eyes in the air. She floated to the showroom and past the dress pony quints and hanging the bolts of fabric, so she reached the door, where she hung it from the peg inside. The sign said, in bold and flowing script, open for altercations only. Satisfied with her work, the white unicorn then used her magic to raise her saddlebags off the floor, near the door, slipping the harness around her hindquarters and tying it until she was sure she could. Shall we go meet the others? She asked. Pineville was still and gray in the pre-dawn light, as 2 ponies made their way down the main street. Rarity gave a dainty nod to the night watch pony, yawning as he leaned against the fence post. Fluttershy followed behind her, long luxurious pink mane floating on the light breeze. She looked over her shoulder. There was finally a line of gold on the horizon. Princess Celestia was raising the sun, and all the Equestria was beginning to rouse to the brilliant light of the new day. Turning down Steppard Street, Rarity and Fluttershy remained silent. Each one's minds filling with thoughts, Rarity couldn't help but wonder. She was up to the challenge of a long journey to strange lands. But I must persevere, she thought. Twilight needs me. They both spied that fairy unicorn as they made their way to the edge of Ponyville. She was waiting, along with Pinkie Pie, Rainbow Dash, and Applejack. Big Macintosh was there as well, and even Apple Bloom turned out, the little yellow pony yawning hugely despite her excited eyes. Applejack noticed Rarity and Fluttershy out the corner of her eye, as she was checking her saddlebags for what must have been the 20th time. "Morning, Owl," she said, before sticking her nose in her bags. "Lace, scarf, apples, compass, apples, blanket, apples." "Good morning, you two," said Twilight Sparkle. Rarity immediately glanced at her horn. There was a sort of streak of black coming down from the tip that had been there yesterday. "Oh, good morning, Twilight. How are you feeling?" "A little tired, but not too bad," Twilight replied. "After breakfast, I'm taking care of the chicken kikunia," Pinkie Pie said. "I got cinnamon rolls baking." "That sounds delicious," said Fluttershy. "Can we get a move on already?" Rainbow Dash said. Sky Blue Pegasus was already hovering in the air, crossing her front hose over his chest at so many paces. "I thought we were in a hurry." "Just a minute," Applejack said, her nose in her saddlebags. "AJ, you checked those things like a million times. You got everything." All right, said the air fairy. She finally closed both saddlebags. Big Macintosh held her place in her flanks. Apple Bloom reached under to tighten the brass buckle to secure them. "Okay then, Rarity, Rainbow, y'all ready? We ain't gonna be turning around." "I'm always ready," said Dash. "I believe I got all I'll be needing, at least all I had room for," said Rarity. "Actually, do either of you have room left in your saddlebags?" Twilight asked. She picked up a book that had been laying in a row in her mouth. "I did some searching to the library last night. There are a few books about the lands beyond Equestria, and this one was the smallest." The book was green and had a picture of the map on it. Its title was A Survey of Extra Equestrian Territories. "I believe I have some room in my left saddlebag," Rarity said. She used her magic to take the book from Twilight, levitating into the air, and also opening her left saddlebag. Sure enough, there was just enough room to slide the book inside a pair of sunglasses and a tube of sunscreen. "Now are we ready?" Elsa took a deep breath. She gave her brother and sister one final look, green eyes betraying her lingering fear. "I reckon so," she said. "Thank you all so much," Twilight cried, nestling Applejack around the snout. She tried over to Rarity, did the same. She looked at the Rainbow Dash. Sky Blue Pegasus rolled her eyes, but consented to touch down near her friend and give her a muzzle. "I don't know if I could ever repay you for this. This could mean I don't get all weepy yet, Sugar Cube," Applejack said. "We ain't found the flower yet. Like us when we get back. Now, Apple Bloom, you behave yourself while I'm gone. And we'll hear any mischief you guys do when I get back. Understood?" "Yes, ma'am." "Mike, look after yourself. Don't think twice about asking for help if things get too heavy." "Yup." "Fluttershy, don't let any pony pressure you into doing more work than you're comfortable with," Rarity said. "You have to, just close the boutique completely. I won't mind." "Oh no, Rarity, don't worry. I'll be very responsible." "Sweetie Belle's going to be staying with my parents for about a week. But when she gets back, she'll look in on her from time to time, all right?" "You can count on me, Rarity," Fluttershy nodded. "And a good time, your Dash!" Pinkie Pie exclaimed, bouncing up and giving Dash a smile. Dash laughed and Pinkie's curly mane tickled her chin. "Sure, Pinkie, I'll definitely try and have fun." "Okay," Applejack said, stomping her hoe from the ground. She seemed to naturally assume leadership of the trio. Rarity and Rainbow Dash chose not to dispute this. "Ready? Rainbow, you all ready?" "Yeah." "I'm ready, Applejack," Rarity said, squaring up her letters. "Let's begin." "All right, then," Airplane began. She reared back and let out a high-pitched swing. "Twilight, Blanky, Fluttershy, goodbye, take care. Mac, Evelyn, take care. Let's move out. Rollin', 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 ride!" Sorry. She broke into a full gallop, thundering down the road. "There, everybody, take care!" Rarity over her shoulders and began to follow, working to match Applejack's swift pace. "Yeah, let's rock and roll!" Rainbow Dash exclaimed, flapping her wings and flying forward. She quickly caught up to Applejack and remained just above her. See y'all later, she called back. With those final parting words, Applejack, Rainbow Dash, and Rarity began their long journey, leaving their friends and homes behind. Ponyville quickly retreated in their wake, until the road behind them was empty, open as the road ahead.